talk about unions. But for now, we set every rank of vertices to 0. Essentially, what this does is it is creating disjoint sets. Uh, Basically, if we have V vertices, it is creating V disjoint sets, right? Where every vertex is a parent of itself. Then we have this find function. The find function essentially returns the root node of this data structure, right? So if X is not its parent yet, keep on iterating upwards in the tree. So set X to the parent and then keep on doing this in a loop. And once we reach a point where X is its own parent, that means that it is the root node. And then we say that, then we basically return the value of X. So essentially what it does is it starts from G, sets finds that the parent is D, so sets X to D, finds that the parent is H, sets the parent to H, finds that the parent of H is itself H, it's done, returns H. That is what the find function does. Now, if we follow this sort of a search procedure, and we can see that this particular data structure sort of looks like a tree, doesn't it? It is not a binary tree. It can have multiple edges going out, but it is sort of like a binary organized tree or a ternary or a whatever organized tree. And in such trees, how many levels would I have to go up in order to find my root node? Can someone tell me? How many levels would I need to traverse if we have V vertices in this tree? How many levels would I need to go up in order to get to the root node? Log n, right? Where n is the number of vertices, because that is the height of a properly balanced tree with a root node. So the initial case that we had, where we had a time complexity of E times V plus E, we have reduced that by using this data structure. We have reduced that to log n by just maintaining this tree. But that also means that we have to maintain this tree. So when we are merging these two trees together, we should take care that the resultant tree is also a shallow tree, as shallow as possible, to reduce the time complexity to get to the root. And we also need to make sure that the resultant thing is also a tree and it's not some sort of a graph. Okay. So this particular operation that creates this new trees, remember that all vertices, because of this make set procedure, all vertices are disjoint initially, and we are going to create trees as we add more edges. So adding two vertices together is done using this union function. And now it is the job of the union function to create these trees and also make sure that these trees are as shallow as possible while taking up as less a time complexity as possible, right? Okay. So the union function basically follows certain set of rules. The union function just says, well, I have to talk about rank first. Okay, give me one. Wait, it does talk about ranks. It does it later. Okay, so I'll come to this particular algorithm, pseudocode in a second. But conceptually speaking, what we want to do is okay. So initially, Kruskal starts off with these. So let's say that there is this graph that had A, B, C, D, E, F, G vertices. Kruskal essentially builds separate entities for every vertex. And then let's say that it adds certain edges. It adds an edge between A to D. It adds an edge between B to E, and it adds an edge between C to F, right? So in that scenario, we have this connected component AD and EB and FC. So when we are adding these edges, it is the job of the union function to create this tree. So now basically, since we are adding an edge from A to D, we say that A's parent is D. Either way is fine, doesn't really matter. Undirected graph, we chose A to be, we chose D to be the parent of A. Now note those numbers up top here, where initially everything is 0 here. Then once we add the edge A to D, that basically set A's value again is still 0, but D's value now becomes 1. So this particular number is called the rank of a vertex. It is essentially the number of levels beneath a particular node, right? So D has one level beneath this, so D gets a value of 1, E gets a value of 1 with B connecting to E, F gets a value of 1 where C is connected to F, and G is somewhere. So let's say that now we want to have a connection between G and F. In that scenario, we want to add, we want to have a connection between G and C, right? So in that particular scenario, and E and A as well. But let's first talk about C and G. So in this particular scenario, we are adding an edge between C and G, but we need to say that G's parent is also F, right? So that is the root node of this thing. So what we can do is just add this particular new vertex as a child of F. Now let's say that we find another edge that connects E and A. In this scenario, we again want to create this new tree that has some root node. Initially, both D and E were root nodes. We want to connect these two trees together such that the resultant data structure is also a tree that has a particular root. So since both of them have the same rank, what adding either of them would increase the rank of the root node. Because imagine this thing. So let's say that we have, so rank is the number of levels beneath a particular root node. So you can think of it as log n as being the rank of your root node in a perfect world. So if we want to combine two trees, then one root node needs to become the child of another root node, right? So once we add, so let's say that the rank of this particular tree was 5. We have another tree that also has a rank of 5, and we want to merge these two. That means that, let's say that I want to, so in that scenario, I would want to make one of these roots as the actual root, and the secondary root becomes a child of that. So we have this actual root node now, and let's say that this tree is now connected somewhere as a child tree here. In that scenario, the rank of this, combining these two trees, would be 1 extra than both of those ranks, right? Since both of them were rank 5, combining these two would have one lower child level, and that basically means that we would have a rank of 6 for the new tree. Does everyone understand what I'm trying to say here? That if both trees have the same rank, we want to add one root as a child to another root, then that means that there would be this dangling child that increases the rank of this entire tree. So here both of the ranks were 1. If we want to add E as a child node to D, then this rank of D would increase from 1 to 2, because now we have this 2 level thing being connected here. That is all that means. Now, note another thing. If the rank of these two trees are not the same, in that scenario, here we have a rank of D2, here we have a rank of 1 for F. In that scenario, if we add the smaller ranked vertex as a child node, then the rank remains the same, because, or at least lower than what the rank either, yes, then the rank remains the same, because adding this smaller tree to this thing does not increase the rank of my original tree, because my original tree already had a rank larger than this current, right, or this current new tree. So that is what they use when we are talking about using the union operation, and that is where these ranks come in, but I'll talk about this in a second. But essentially what it says is merging two sets would require that we make the root of one set as the root of another set. Since this tree height that we need to traverse through to get to the parent node is the main thing that is going to add to the complexity. What we want is to keep our trees with as low a rank as possible, where rank is basically the height of the number of levels that is beneath the root node. Right. So a good strategy is to make the root of the shorter tree point as the child node of a root of a taller tree point.
Because you're trying to make a really flat tree.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. I want to get to my parent as quickly as possible because find basically tries to find the parent.
I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but when you do find on a node, do you have to search every single set for that?
Every single step, are you talking about the algorithm or are you talking about the tree level?
I think I'm talking about when you do the find in the algorithm, or do you have to go check every
Okay.
set to find which parent it has?
We have to check for every edge, right? So for every edge, we need to check for both vertices, U and V, to check if they have the same parent or not. So this was the
Right.
find.
So
Right?
let's say you have 3 sets, set 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
How do you know which set U is assigned to? You don't know, you're not keeping track of which set U is assigned to, are you?
That is, yes, that is what we are doing with this architecture or with this data structure. If these set of vertices belong to the same set, they would have the same parent.
Right. Exactly.
So for every pair of vertices, we are applying find on it to figure out their grandparent or their topmost root node. And if those two topmost root nodes are the same, then they belong to the same set. And we have to do this for every candidate edge.
Are you
not candidate edge, every edge actually. Yes.
In each node does each node contain like information about who its parent is, or are you keeping an array
that is a separate data structure that we have to maintain now?
Okay.
So essentially what union does is it would add the root of the shorter tree point to the taller tree point to keep, as you say, a flatter tree. The overall height of those connected new merged trees would only increase if both of those trees are equally tall. Otherwise, the overall height does not increase. Now, instead of computing the heights of the trees, we'll be using the rank numbers. And that is what we discussed. We will also talk about how we can get the rank numbers, but essentially that is what it does. This procedure just says if Rx is the root node of X, so we are trying to create a union, basically add an edge between X and Y, two vertices. We don't know what the parents of them are. So union itself calls find again. Find for X, that is Rx is the root node. Rx is the rank of the root node. Ry is the rank of the root node for Y. If both of those ranks are the same, sorry. Rx is the root node for X, Ry is the root node for Y. If both of those root nodes are the same, then we do not unite those two sets because that is the same thing. However, if the rank of Rx is greater than Ry, in that scenario, we make the parent of Ry into Rx. So basically adding the shorter to the taller one. On the other hand, if it's less than or equal to, if it is less than, we just set the parent of the taller one to the smaller one.